A lot of times I'll watch channels like Ponder Sprocket, Just a Robot, Doodle Tones, pages like that. And I will not know jack squat of any of the people that they are talking about. I just won't. But it interests me and it intrigues me, and I'll go over and I'll just binge listen to Ponder Sprocket because she has stuff that is fun to listen to. I like hearing this stuff. I am very much not necessarily invested in the people who the drama is about, but I'm invested in, drama in general. I'm somebody who likes to hear this stuff. I like to understand different sides of stories and hear the truth, even if it's people that I've never known of on YouTube before. I always like hearing truth, and I always love seeing people get called out for trying to manipulate the truth. I am somebody who is very much into honesty. I'm into people being held accountable for their crappy actions. Or, in a lot of cases for Ponder Sprocket, I am very much into people getting redemption for mistakes that they've made, or being defended for, maybe making a mistake a long time ago, but growing from their mistake. Because Ponder Sprocket is that type of individual who really wants people to change their behaviors. She wants you to be a better person. She doesn't want you to stay in the state that you were in the past. Where a lot of people might be like, oh, you have to stay this way. Once you do this crap, you will forever be in this situation. And it's just really old news. People like Ponder Sprocket, they will call you out on your trash, and she just goes by the evidence that's shown in front of her. All of it is just placed in front of her. She looks at it. She details it. She tries her best to pick apart the evidence or lack of evidence, the deceptive nature of the person who made the post. Tries to do all of that because she knows that it is important to do this, to be able to either A, call out the individual that the person who contacted her wanted her to call out, or B, call out the person who called on her to call out a specific individual. You see, people don't seem to understand that honesty is important, and if you try to be deceptive about things, what's done in the dark will always come to the light. It will. And I know that's a cliche that's always said, but me being a smaller commentary channel, kind of just giving my thoughts out on everything, I'm like, dude, how do these people think they're going to get away with this trash? How do they think they're going to get away with, calling minors inappropriate things, adults bullying kids, kids being nasty towards adults and not thinking that no repercussions are going to happen to them because, hey, they're anonymous and they're on the internet. No, it doesn't matter your age. If you're crappy to an adult, you're going to get called out for it. You will have more leniency because you're a minor, but you will still have to own up to your mistakes sooner or later. But the same thing is, I've seen Ponder Sprocket cover adults bullying and harassing kids. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how are these people even around? And how in the heck do they think this is acceptable? It's not acceptable. None of this is acceptable, but they think it is. I heard a story of an individual who thought they had the personal phone number of a 15-year-old girl who was a fan of this person, and turns out it was a Text Now number, one of those free texting app numbers, but this person leaked that number out. So this person was completely okay with leaking the personal information of a 15-year-old girl. And the story of what happened between her and the 15-year-old does not matter. As soon as you start to leak personal information of any kind, adult, anybody, then you're scum. But when it's of a minor and you are a 19-year-old adult, that is major issues, major red flags. You need serious help because of that. That's just not okay. And it amazes me that they think that they can get away with this, but they can't. You will always be found out. You will always be called out on the bullcrap that you do to people, especially if it's kids, because most people on the internet do not like it when you bully and harass children. It's not acceptable. It never will be acceptable. And everyone, doesn't matter your race, your religion, your belief systems, your politics, does not matter. Anything, anybody with half a brain, if they see a child being harassed, if they see a child being bullied, if they see a child being taken advantage of by an adult, because this 15-year-old was doing an art commission for this 19-year-old YouTuber, then she took advantage of her. You are going to be called out for it. It's just plain and simple. When you have the evidence put in front of you, you will be called out for the garbage that you do. It's just a fact. It's something that will happen. And do not think Ponder Sprocket and people like her aren't smart enough to find out if you're telling the truth. They will dig, and they will dig deep. They will look for the truth. If you're being honest, then she will defend you. If you're being deceptive, she will find out. And that's why I, as a third party, just looking into a lot of these situations, a lot of these videos, I find it interesting and entertaining. Because I love seeing innocent people succeed. And I love seeing horrible, awful, ugly people get their comeuppance. I love seeing that. Because I want good people to succeed no matter who you are. I don't have to agree with your viewpoints. I don't have to agree with who you are, personally. But if you're a good person, I want to see you succeed. Even if you're not a good person, but you're being falsely accused of trash, I think you should be, have your name cleared. You could be the worst person in the world, but if you're innocent of a specific thing that somebody's accusing you of, you still deserve to have your name cleared. It does not matter. Innocence is innocence. You could be guilty of 1,001 things. It does not matter. If you're innocent of the specific crime that somebody's accusing you of, you deserve to have your name cleared. Still doesn't mean you're not a scummy person, but it just means that you deserve to have your name cleared. And so that's why I'm grateful for channels like Ponder Sprocket, and I'm grateful for Doodle Tones, and I'm grateful for people in the art community. Just, they are inspirations to me. They're inspirations to me for trying to learn how to draw better. They are inspirations to me for wanting to be a better content creator. They are just inspiring to me in general. So I am basically just making this video to say commentary channels are awesome. Tea channels are kind of okay, but commentary channels like Just Robot, Atozy, Ponder Sprocket, Doodle Tones, these channels give me hope that I can become a commentary channel too. I'm not the best at anything, but really to be a commentary channel means you just have to like to talk. That's essentially it. I'm giving my unprofessional diagnosis that all commentary channels have ADHD, because who else would have the energy and the gumption to want to do this? Again, that's just my unprofessional diagnosis, and I could be 1,000% wrong. But I like to think that the majority of the commentary channels have ADHD, like I do. But I just wanted to give my thoughts on Ponder Sprocket. I've been listening to a lot of her content lately. I remembered following her a few years ago. And then, of course, the crappy YouTube algorithm was like, hey, you're not going to get any notifications from the channels you used to watch all those moons ago. And then I finally found her again and decided to binge watch her. And boy, she is super entertaining. And she does her artwork well. And she's just good overall at what she does. I need to start watching Doodle Tones' channel. I only see Doodle Tones on Ponder Sprocket's page. But I need to start watching Doodle Tones and just, stuff of that nature. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. Comment down below, tell me what you think. Subscribe, hit the bell icon because it tells the algorithm that you like which song. Share this video because it gets it out to more people. This is Gabe of Happy Blobfish Productions signing off, saying take care and God bless. Peace out, everybody. Oh, and be good to one another because life is hell enough already. We need to start treating people with more respect and more kindness and more love. It's just not worth the headache. Be excellent to each other.